Hello, friends. Hi, everybody. Welcome, welcome, and a very special welcome to our brand new author, Tamson Fadum Saksa. Hi, Tamson. How are you?
Very well, Miriam. I'm so happy to be here and very excited.
Yes, well, it's such an exciting day. It is your book launch day. So let's show everybody your book and please tell them the title.
My book is Bella, the Blue-Footed Booby, the Cruise Ship Calamity.
So beautiful. What a great book. Amazing illustrations. Can you tell us what inspired you to write this book?
Yeah, actually, it was my mother. My mom and dad went on a cruise through the Galapagos Islands where this book, this story takes place. And while they were in the Galapagos Islands on this cruise ship, they saw the cruise ship dumping sewage and garbage into the ocean. And my mom was really an environmentalist long before it was a popular thing. And it
Hmm.
really bothered her. And so when they came home, my mom, having been an elementary school teacher for many years, and then she also was a professor at the University of Minnesota Duluth, here in Duluth, where I live. She thought, well, what can I do about this situation to improve it? And what better thing for an elementary educator than to write a children's book? Unfortunately, before she could write the book, she came down with cancer and died. So she never wrote it. But, while she was dying, we had a lot of opportunity to talk about everything. And she was really a positive person. But she did express to me that one of her regrets in life was that she never wrote that book about the blue-footed booby. She just really thought they were really interesting. And she wanted this blue-footed booby that lived in the Galapagos to be the main character, kind of a fun way to teach children. Um, and so we had in a conversation, she said, I can't do it. I'm not going to be around much longer. You're going to be the one to do it. And at the time,
Wow.
I thought, oh my gosh, what do you say? But yeah, you have to say yes. So, um, anyway, fast forward 8, 9 years, I kind of forgot about it. And one day I was cleaning out a closet, and we have a lot of my mom and dad's things here still, even though she died in 2014. And I was cleaning out a closet going through one of her file cabinets, and I came across a folder labeled Blue Footed Booby. And I thought, oh my gosh. And it brought me back to those conversations with my mom. And I opened up the folder, and inside was a just a single sheet of paper in an outline form. It didn't say much. There was no story, no plot. It just said, Blue-footed Booby will be the main character and will solve the problem. And essentially, that was all there was. But it brought me back to those conversations, and I thought, oh gosh, I started feeling very guilty and thinking, here I told my mom I would write the story for her, and I haven't done it. And so I thought, well, it's out of my comfort zone, but I have to try. I just have to try. And so I signed up for your children's book master class to see if I could even do it. And of course, that led me to having it published. And so
Wow.
that was the inspiration, really, really for my mother.
What a beautiful inspiration. What a special woman. And same, you are a very special woman to fulfill that dream and leave a legacy, leave have her legacy live on. I love the story. I love um how well, I don't want to tell the story. Why don't you tell everybody what the book is about and who would you say that it's for?
Well, it's about Bella, the blue-footed booby, and her
Mhm.
animal and fish friends. They live in the Galapagos Islands on the island of San Cristobal. And one day, Bella and her friend Carmen the crab, they're sitting relaxing on their beach, and they see a cruise ship come by. And they see the cruise ship dumping something into the ocean that's kind of suspicious. And they soon realize that this something is making their friends sick and hurting them. And so
Mm.
they get together as a group and try to come up with a plan to see if they can do something about this. And so, um, and it's for children geared toward 4 to 8 years old. However, I really feel that children younger and older would get a kick out of it. It'll tickle their funny
Hmm.
bone, but also parents and teachers, grandparents, would enjoy it too, because it
Hmm.
really teaches several important themes.
Well, I enjoyed the book and I agree with you. I mean, these are great conversations to have with our children. What is it that you hope parents and kids will take away from the book?
Well, I really feel that it teaches an important theme of working together, helping each other. Children, the importance that children should learn. We need to help each other, especially when someone is hurt or sick, and that you can still achieve positive results and really accomplish more by
Mhm.
working together, but also the importance of taking care of our environment, in this case the
Yes.
ocean, but our planet, and what can happen if we don't. So all of those themes are woven together throughout the story.
Yes, I love it. I love it. Friends, this book is available today on Amazon. So make sure to go there, grab a couple of copies of this book and share it. Have those conversations with the children in your life. They're going to love looking at all the beautiful illustrations, all the beautiful animals, and are going to get that important message from the book. I also want to tell you it's there in soft cover edition, paperback, hardcover, and ebook format. So, okay, so Tammy, you became an author not really thinking that you were going to write a children's book up until you shared that story with your mom. Let's talk about what has happened. Let's talk about challenges and lessons learned throughout the publishing process. So let's start with the challenge. What would you say was the biggest challenge when writing this book?
I would say the biggest challenge for me was just starting, just finding the courage to start, because
Mm,
it was out of my comfort zone. Um, I love writing. I always have loved writing ever since I was a small child. Uh, and I'm a voracious reader. I've always got two, three books going at a time. But, being a reader of books and a writer of books are two very different things. And I
mhm.
just wasn't sure if I could actually do it. So I think for me, finding the courage to just do it was the
Mm.
biggest challenge.
Oh, I'm so glad you pointed that out. I think that's what we all need, that moment of courage, and maybe somebody out there is hearing that and appreciating it. Now, let's talk about lessons. What would you say was the biggest lesson throughout the publishing process?
I would say the biggest lesson for me regarding publishing is how much goes into it. I did not realize how many steps and how much was involved,
Mm,
from working with a book designer, the editors, just even small decisions like what color should the font be, how what style should the font be, what size should the book be, finding an illustrator. There was so much more to it, that process, than I realized.
yes, you're right. You're right about that. And then, what is the best part of accomplishing this dream that's both your mom and yours today?
Well, I think the best part is a tribute for my mother. Just feeling like I did what I said I was going to do. Um, so that's important to me. But also, I have two adult children who are woven into the story. And it's also a legacy for my children. I hope one day they will read it to their children and their children will read it to their children. And so it's a legacy for my family as well as a tribute to my mother.
Oh, that's so beautiful. That's so beautiful. Um, Okay, so now here you are, a children's book author. What advice do you have for an aspiring author who may be watching?
My advice would be to just start. Just start. There's a couple quotes that I kept taped to my computer whenever I would get writer's block, or you just can't think of, oh gee, what do I say right next? What do I do next in this story? And there's a quote by Louis L'Amour that really gave me inspiration, and it's He says, start writing no matter what. The water does not flow until the faucet is turned on. And that really, I think about that. I read that and I think about that and I think, okay, Tammy, just get going. And
Mm.
another quote by an author, Judy Pico, that I've read many of her books, um, that really helped me inspire me when I had that, writer's block or just didn't know where to start or what to do next in the writing process. And she says, you can always edit a bad page, but you can't edit a blank page. So again, it spoke to me, Tammy,
Mhm.
just get going, just write something,
I
get
love
something on
those.
the page.
I
Yeah.
love both of those quotes. And that's a great piece of advice. That's a lot of great advice for our aspiring authors watching. Friends, you can do it too. You can do it too. Just start writing. So, of course, today we want everybody to go to Amazon, grab a copy of this wonderful book. Tammy, where else can our viewers find you?
They can find me on my website, www.tamsonfadumsaksa.author.com, or follow me on Facebook, Tamson Fadum Saksa, and of course on Amazon.
Excellent, excellent. Well, it's been so great speaking with you. I'm so proud of you. Is before we go, is there anything else you'd like to share or anything that you wish I would have asked you?
Well, I would like to give a big shout out to my author coach, Maggie Sullivan. She was wonderful in encouraging me and answering questions and just helping me with the whole process. So I just deeply grateful to Maggie, and also to your whole Miriam Laundry publishing team. I mean, they are wonderful. I just, they're so positive and encouraging, always there to help when I had a question or concern or felt unsure. And also to you, Miriam, you're always so positive and encouraging.
Mhm.
I'd get off of a call with you and I always felt like, okay, I guess I can do this. So thank you so much.
Oh, well, thank you for that. That's so sweet. Tammy, I'm so proud of you. I'm so glad today we get to celebrate you. We get to celebrate a tribute to your mom, and you get to share this book with everybody. So, friends, you know what to do. Go grab a copy of this book, go follow Tammy, and we will see you all very soon. Thanks, Tammy.
Thank you very much.